So funny, I was actually doing a Facebook Live on our Facebook page, Journey with Us, self-sufficiency, journey to self-sufficiency. And then as I was doing that, Facebook Live, Manaya picks up something black, so I think she's eating a bird or something. And then Manaya picks up a kitten and sees she's right out the door. She picks up a kitten and says, "Hey, Mum, Trippy's just had a kitten." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, Mum, Trippy's got kittens." And I was watering the garden over there, and I just left Trippy. Didn't even bother her. She wasn't meowing because obviously she had already given birth. She was now just cleaning them up. So oblivious to me, our cat's giving birth. I just rang my big girl, Jada. This is her cat. And just told her, "Hey, Jada, get your butt home. Your cat's just had her babies." So she's coming home. And I just said, "Your cat just gave birth outside too. So I've got to quickly go get your bum home. I'll quickly see if the cats are okay, the kittens." And all of them are fine. Good mummy. And now look funny now that she's content. Look at her. She's actually snoring, she had a hard day. But now she knows she can relax because she's in my room. And I guess she would have. All cats tend to have their babies. Even if they're my girls' cats, they always tend to have their babies with me, And I'll just close it up, leave it open a bit. There's a bar there anyway, preventing it from closing right the way through whānau, my tiny room. So now because I got a tiny room, I got my little cord down here, I got my battery powered lights over here, which you can't really see at night, but I got my block in that here. I'll turn that off. I normally put on the light here. Got a fan because it was always too bright for my baby down here. So I just added a drawer. It's my abstract painting I did. Put some plants in here, which, they absorbed all that water quite quickly that I had in here. My plants up here too, like they say, lots of good fresh air in the room. And I got some bubble wrap on one because I got sliding windows on one side. Left the main one free so I can open and close the windows still. It's also screened up. Let's check that out. My man, the babies are safe and happy now. See, now she'll be going to mama mode, protective mode. So I'll leave that window open. Some fresh air. Over here. I'll go get some kai and I'll put it here for you. Kia ora whānau, welcome to Journey with Us 13. So my daughter, Miss Manaya, has just alerted me to our cat who just had kittens. I'm freaking out. I don't know if they are alive, how many she's had. And at this point I can see that they look okay. So I'm quickly just trying to get her in this cat bed, which is quite flimsy. I don't want to squash any of the babies. So I'm trying to keep this little Miss Manaya out of them. But she did alert me to it. And she is quite rough, but she managed to keep her cool and not squeeze the kitten too hard. So now I'm just scooting inside, and all I've got in my head is I've got to prepare Mama a bed and I've got to get a drawer. So as soon as I get inside whānau and get this cat in my room, I'm going to look for a drawer to get these cats and mums settled in. Excuse the mess, by the way, whānau. I was going to clean my room. I didn't expect to be coming into my room during a live today. Oh my gosh. See, that's what I was saying. I freaked out too. So that's why I have the cats up high. I have them in my top wardrobe. So Miss Manaya, actually speaking of kittens, I'm going to check on them now. Just to make sure that she isn't near them. She's tired, so hopefully she's settled. Oh yeah, she has her big sister in there because that's her cat. So no, mummy's okay. So here's the bed I've prepared for Trippy, our cat. Excuse the wardrobe too, whānau. Those clothes are clean. I just didn't expect a video to go happening in my room. So that's the placenta that she hasn't quite chewed off. So I'm just going to let that dry and let that come off naturally. One was just covering the kitten. So I just got that away from the kitten. It was on the kitten's face while it was trying to nibble at a titty. So I just removed that out the way so they can access the titties without being suffocated by the piece of placenta. But no, luckily whānau, when I seen the kittens, she'd already had all 5. They were already clean, just not the placenta. She just focused on the babies, which is okay. So all her babies survived. And I was just checking them to make sure they're okay over here. See, that's what I had to get out the way. It was on top of a kitten's face. I didn't quite want to pull it and hurt the cat or kitten, so I'm just going to leave it on until it dries. I've had a lot of kittens, whānau, so I'm used to kittens in this part of it. I also had a tabby cat growing up who always had kittens. So after that, they have a litter though. This cat and the other cat, Miss Frankie and Miss Trippy, they're both going to get fixed. So my daughter is wanting the grey kitten out of this litter. Now that's going to be the deal. If she wants that cat, she has to get the other 2 fixed. Because she works, so if she wants that kitten, that's what she'll have to do in order to get that kitten. So we're not reproducing all these kittens, you know. That's not what I want to do, whānau. That's not our objective. Just coming out of domestic violence, though, my children miss their animals, and I felt it was the best thing for them to comfort them in our new transition. You know, and go back to our normal, which was always having animals, cats having kittens. But now that they work, they're able to help, you know, buy their food and everything, and they've been pretty good with that. So if Jada can get that done, she can keep the kitten. I haven't let her know that yet. So at the moment, I'm just talking to Kaira about the kittens. So here's our organic eggs. I was doing a Facebook Live about all our eggs, so that's over 3 days, whānau. I thought I'd have a cold beef, so for a 12 pack of those lager beef is about $13, $14 from Aldi, which isn't too bad considering you got 12 cold beer. That is our lasagna that Kaira's going to cook up for himself, so he's going to have some organic eggs fresh out the garden. We also gave a couple 12 packs to the nephews, and the single packs, the 12 packs, I put them back outside in the chicken coop because I dropped one today. So this is my son, wife for Kaira. Everyone calls him Kaira for short because they cannot say his full name. And that is not my fault. His father named him Waifakara. So he's just, I like that my boys are able to cook they're quite independent. Been teaching them how to cook since they, when they were safe enough. The girls have been baking since they were 5 years old with their nanny, learning off the packet instructions, which was a good thing because they were able to learn how to read all at the same time. So that's Jada's friend coming to see the kittens. And my boy, Mr. Independent, cooking him some eggs. He's normally used to cooking him scrambled eggs. He's quite a perfectionist, so I just told him, as soon as that egg flipper's easy, ready to get under, you can pretty much get under it and flip it. He was going to microwave his pasta. I said, no, you might as well just chuck it in the pan. So yeah, without me even knowing it, I took over, added a little bit of oil in there. I added some oil into our leftover minced garlic for a minced garlicky flavour. Cheers whānau, just having a bit of a cold one. It's quite warm here in Melbourne. So here's my son's afternoon snack that he's going to have. So that is our bolognese that I want to get in prepping containers. But I didn't go down to buy some today. We got distracted with the birth and everything. So I'll get that tomorrow. It's been in the fridge though. And the kids have had it today. So they'll have a munch on that. And so good having eggs too, whānau, with these growing boys. They eat a lot of eggs. And when I buy my expensive eggs, I'm always counting my eggs. And, making sure they don't eat like 4 or 5. But now that we get 10 eggs a day, they're able to eat as many eggs as they want. So this is my number 4 baby, that's Miss Afana. So here I go, I'm just prepping our meal. I got overly excited, it all couldn't fit in our hangi basket. But anyway, this is our lamb roast. Got a bone in it, so this ended up going on the charcoal bonfire that I made. DIY homemade. So I'm just scoring this baby just to get some flavour in there. So this is what I'm up to whānau. We got a chicken as well. We also have, so there's my Cajun flavouring I'm adding. A little bit of flavour, bit of spice, but not too much spice. I don't like anything that's too hot, but I can handle the Cajun this Cajun dried mixed flavour. So I'm adding that, mixing it in with some salt, some minced garlic there, whacking that in there, chucking on some oil, give that a bit of a rub. Giving the old hands a wash. Oroi o ringaringa, wash your hands. So getting my other baking dish ready, so I'm just gonna, spice up this chicken. So, whatever you got on hand, whānau. I had 3 bread left over, some multigrain, so I decided I want to stuff the chicken. So here we go. I was just going to use this multigrain and realised I had some Vienna cobs in the fridge, so I ended up adding that whānau. So in this shaker, this is reused. I added some whole chilies, dry chilies in there with some basil to go with my chicken. So these are my French onion packets that I got from Woolworths for 45 cents. So just to give some flavour to this chicken, add this. Thought I'll add some French onion flavour. Added a bit more oil there. Into my stuffing. So I also added that covered with the leftover stuffing whānau that couldn't fit in the chicken. Because with everything I do a bit overboard. I used it to cover the roast potatoes that were baking in a dish alongside the lamb roast. So I just covered it with the stuffing to help keep in the, the warmth and the heat so that the potatoes would soften. So I'm just letting it cook out there. The fire's getting quite low in the actual bonfire. I just use that to heat up the coal for the hangi, for the meat that I'm cooking in my hangi. I'm going to turn on this oven inside because I'm still doing it at the moment. So I'm going to turn on my oven. Oh, it's outside, so I'm going to have a look. The kai cooking under that thing. You can bring it in, and if it's cooked you can eat them up. The potatoes, the stuffing in there. Just bring in the whole tray, son, and put it on this. Take the black one off, it's in the first one. And here, use this. You're going to need 2 rags. So my son's just going to grab it out now, whānau. A beautiful kai. Because it's good and it's smelling good, and if it isn't, it looks good. It's medium rare. But, I like my food cooked right through. Bring the whole thing, son. Grab something over there. So I'm just, there's our Vienna cob there, whānau. So I'm just breaking that up. So adding our stuffing. There's our pork. I just actually mutilated that. Got distracted as I'm talking to Jada's friend at the same time. Lots going on. It's after school. Got the kids cooking, so there's myself in the cooking. Here's me prepping a late kai. So I'm just adding in some mushrooms as well. A few eggs. We've just sent my son down to the shop to get some mixed herbs and onion, but there was no onion at our local dairy.
Mom, I'm going to toilet.
Okay. So we just added in the mixed herbs just before I stuffed it, whānau. So I'm just adding some more oil on. Oh, yum, eh, son? Oh, that smells good, whānau. Oh, wrong. That stuffing is crispy, whānau. The potatoes are cooked. Oh, stop it. And that's got multigrain in it too. Oh, the stuffing is good, whānau. Sorry, whānau. So I've got to go outside to prepare the kai and what's going on out there. So my daughter's going to take over and do the potato. Oh, and the meat looks good too, whānau. Oh, crinkle.
Yeah, I can got some.
Oh, it's cooked, whānau. I don't think we need the oven on. Well, I'll check in soon, whānau, as I let you see what's going on. Sorry, whānau, about the distraction. Just had to help my son. He was looking for the food. So yeah, this is my big girl Jada, the oldest out of my babies. She's just finishing up the potatoes for me. That is going to go in our hangi. Also for tomorrow, just wanted to get it all prepared. It'll stay in the overnight. I'll heat up some more coal tomorrow and I'll do the process again. And yeah, I'll have some cold meat while I'm at it. Might have a soup though tomorrow. We'll see how we go. I'll go and get the rest of the shopping that I need and get into tomorrow's video. But for now, Jada's just finishing these potatoes for my mum. Getting them ready on their roasting dishes. It's good having a lot of kids, you know, they all get delegated a job, so no one feels left out or hard done by. So, you know, work with their strength. Jada, my big girl, has always been our cooker. In our household, whoever cooks dinner doesn't have to do dishes. Kaita was on dishes last night, so Apina was on dishes tonight. Most of the time it's them two as my two biggies work, Jada and Kingston. You'll see him later on at the end of the video, as he'll be at the gym right now while everyone else is at home. So my daughter just left Javano. She decided she needs to go wharepaku, which is toilet. I'm outside getting the hangi preparation done, making sure my son gets that dirt. If I don't stick on him, whānau, you know how it is. They won't get it done. So I noticed that, so here we go. To the rescue I come. So yeah, here I am, whānau, just heating up the coal in here. And then in the other side where you see the metal contraption, underneath all of that is going to be filled with dirt. The basket will go inside the metal contraption on top of heated coal, which will come out of the bigger one on that side and then get transferred into the metal wine barrel. The food basket will go on top of that. So instead of using tin foil, back in our days we used to use cabbage leaves. I wasn't too familiar on using this cabbage, but it worked for my oblong kind of contraption I've got going for my little hangi for my family. So obviously all that food you see there, whānau, is not going to fit. So I put the pork and chicken in, stuffed, and I cooked the lamb fat side down on the outdoor charcoal barbecue thing I've got going on. So I've used it a few times and it's still a bit big, whānau, so those bricks on top of the bonfire side is going to go over to the hangi side, and I will fill it up with dirt tomorrow. So the other one will be smaller, so it's easier for me to access the hot coal to transfer over into the contraption. So here we go, whānau, this is my hangi basket. I burnt off most of the plastic. I will finish that once I've did this cooking process. It's fine, I'm not going to be eating any of this cabbage. I'm just using it for the basis of protecting the pumpkin and the meat and veggies inside. So I'll place the pumpkin skin side down. Now I'm just adding the potatoed, oiled and buttered potatoes with herbs on them. Now I'm just adding my chicken. I'm going to stuff it right on the go, because I wanted to show you the whole process, whānau. So there we go. Now that I've got my pork in there, I'm just going to layer this whānau. Go right around, right on top, using the metal bars that you see on the side to help hold it down. So I just keep on layering this until I'm happy with it, and then I will chuck it on top of the heated coals in the metal contraption that you see. So that's what I'm doing here. So I hope you learned something here whānau. This is my version of a hangi, still steam cooked in a food basket in dirt. I've got to see how this charcoal goes with cooking it. See if I get a good cook out of there. Still on the lookout for my water rocks. Rocks that have been submerged in water to use inside my little contraption. Obviously I don't want them too big because it'll be too big. So I need to find some little rocks that have been submerged in water. But for now I think the charcoal will do, as it has a good enough burning time in there. So I just added some charcoal in the bottom, and I added the heated charcoal to the top, hopefully igniting the charcoal underneath that wasn't burnt, you know, to help, because they last for about 4 hours, so that would have been a good 4 hour burn cooking time, which the food would have been cooking in. I'll give it a check tomorrow. For now I'm not, it's quite late over here in Melbourne, so I'll do that tomorrow, and if need be I'll chuck it back in. But yeah, pretty happy with you know, this little area. So it's still trial and error whānau. You know, that's why you see us a little bit all over the place. This is my first time doing this. I've seen this idea, you know, my first time putting it into practice myself. It's easy to watch something, but to give it a go, it's a different level. It doesn't help that my bricks are not cemented in, which is done on purpose, because, you know, now that I did that, getting out that coal was kind of hard. So taking off that top layer will help be easier access for me to get that hot coal out to put in the other side, and easier for us with the dirt that we've got to put around it. So I'll add another layer of bricks to the other side where I am adding the heated coal, and layer that up with some more bricks. So I'll do that tomorrow whānau. There we go, lamb side down. Seeing that is still a bit quite high away from the charcoal, unless I want to use heaps, which I don't. So I'm going to put those bricks over, and that saves me having to use as much coal. Here's my basket, baby. So you can see that heat coming out of my wine barrel contraption. So there we go whānau, and now we just fill that over with dirt. But see, you can already see if I had that extra layer from the other side on this side, it would be perfect. And also all the heat from that side was coming through to the side where the dirt is anyway. So having both on at the same time is just even better. It helps with the cooking the food that is being... I also put lids on these too whānau. I see, instead of having to do that and be a bit more fiddly, if I had that extra layer, I think, yeah, it would be less fiddly. So that's definitely what I'm going to do whānau. Bye for now. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Kia ora whānau, back again. The house is clean. I was wondering why that kept on playing up the phone, and it was because it was going flat. So my apologies there, whānau. But over here, for the pastel, this is what I've had cooking. So I've got our I'll take it off so I can show you. So I got the cold charcoal still going down there. So we got our lamb roast over here, cooking. There's goodness over here. I'm going to flip it back now. On the bone, lamb roast on the bone. Oh, check this out, I think you can smell it. So this is what couldn't fit in our hangi. Here's our dog over here in this area. And my boy. He's our Roman partner. We need his pussy. But check that out, partner. Here's our lamb roast. Here's our cabbage. All those juices going into my stuffing over here. So I put mushroom in my stuffing, whānau. Couple cracked eggs. I put it over the potatoes that I've got in here. You know, to help the potatoes with their cooking. See, I'll show you this way. And there you can see those coal burning in there. If you can, I can't see what you're seeing, whānau. But for now, I'll chuck that back on. I'll check it back over here, whānau, while I do this back over here. I'm going to keep this on. So these came from an old barbecue that I had, whānau. So they come in handy for these. Here we go. So yeah, you see me doing the other process, whānau. This was the last bit. So we got our basket, we put the charcoal inside the metal contraption, which was for wine. We added the warm charcoal in there and some fresh charcoal, so that once it got the fresh charcoal burning, that would be another 4 hours of burning time in there. We got the heat from this one over here as well. And then we covered it right up. You could see the heat coming out as we were covering it in with dirt, filling in the gaps. We have covered it in cabbage. So back in the days you wouldn't have had tin foil. So it is fully covered in cabbage. And I've got some coal on here. Hopefully that'd help just warm up the soil. And then I'll chuck the lid back on. Yeah, whānau, here's my modern hangi pit. And I've also got a hibachi grill, so I've got all the whānau over. And these two outdoor, while we're waiting for the hangi, you know, that's in here. You know, I'll perfect that method there, whānau. This is my first one. Jada had one of her mates over and she'd never seen a feast like this, you know. But one of our cats had kittens out the back today, which we ended up bringing inside there in my wardrobe up high, because we have, you know, a curious 4-year-old who was the one that found them actually, our baby. And yeah, we think our other one has just, my daughter Jada can see something coming from the other cat that's also pregnant. So I think she's going to have her kittens overnight, our other cat. So we've just set her up under the bed in the girls' room, because I have Trippy in my room because she was the first to have. So yes, this will be ready. You can see the steam coming out. So this is working for now the way it is, whānau. You know, I'm still trialing and error. It was harder to put the dirt in and get the coal out. using a normal spade and that. So I need to get like a coal spade, something that's easier to handle coal. And you know, I want to get these cemented. So mortar or cement or whatever. If anyone knows, drop it in the comments and let me know. So this is another reason why my neighbour gave me all her wood that I'm using as, you know, garden beds, because she could always smell me cooking. So it was the kids' payday yesterday, so they would have munched. The other ones, I think they had pasta and eggs and stuff. So that I have to get into pre-made containers. Still haven't got around to that, got distracted by the cat and stuff. I've got another video coming tomorrow where I'm going to be getting the chicken manure out of the chicken coop out the back. I'll be putting it in bags, bagging it up and taking it out the front and putting it on my fruit trees that are in front of this contraption here. So on the other side is my mulberry corner. Then I have the lemon tree, an orange tree in the middle, and a lime tree. The lime trees are, you know, it could either come back or not. But our olive tree is doing good now. We took off the covering, so it's liking that it's able to spread out more, be free. The other orange tree is doing well, so is the apple tree. So while the phone was charging, I just went out the front because, you know, I was doing this. Once I got this all settled, baby's asleep, got to go and get her lunch ready. I was just helping organise, get the next cat's bed ready for her delivery. You know, we've got a delivery suite going on, and maternity ward. Once I got all that settled, I went out the front and watered my gardens. My big boy Kingston collected more dirt just so we could top it up. He also cleaned up. So it's good having a few kids, you know, they all help out mama. One did the cleaning up, one did the dirt, one helped with the dirt because the other brother, you know, needed a break. My big boy just got back from the gym. He's doing his gym thing, you know, in that phase of wanting to build muscle. Whereas my other son reckons, you know, he's not too fussed on it. I said, you're alright anyway. You know, all your backyard goals, backyard chores and front yard chores, all of this type of stuff, you know, that'll keep you right. So yeah, that was our day today, whānau. And then we'll have a late night munch of this. We also got some faux soups packs from Aldi. I'm trying to, you know, eat a little bit more healthier and, you know, just do meals that are easy, convenient, because now that I have teams, you know, we're all in and out at different times, or eat at different times. Sometimes we can eat together on some days, but some days it's, you know, that's just pretty full on. Everyone's got their own routine, so having some cold meats on hand. So over here we got the chicken and the pork, potatoes and pumpkin wrapped in cabbage over here. Over here we got the lamb roast, the left extra potatoes in here, and we just covered it with the stuffing, which has mushrooms in it, a couple pickled cucumber, just felt like that. A few eggs in there because we can. I chucked in 4 organic eggs and just chucked that in with some butter. We also mixed in some mixed herbs in that. The stuffing is Vienna bread that we got reduced to clear yesterday, and some multigrain for my healthy boy in there, so we just mixed that in. Why not? Good for us too, I guess. But yeah, whānau, nothing beats the smell of like cooking food, you know. And you know, especially with power and electricity and gas, you know, my cooking is on gas, which is costs more than power. So I want to be cooking more outdoors. Well, now that it's getting hotter anyways over here in Melbourne, you know, you don't want to cook indoors anyway. It gets too hot. So, you know, you just shut the house down, close everything up to keep it cool as possible, and chuck the aircon on until it gets really cold, you know, and then turn it off. Hopefully you don't got to turn it on again. Go get some pants on, baby. Hey, oh, you got some pants on. Come here. Here's my baby. So we're making a Sakai over here. You want to have a look? Oh, yeah.
I'm tired, Mom.
You go back in bed then.
But I think Mom is angry.
You can jump in our bed. I know you can't jump in our bed by yourself, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Tell Afana Mum says, oh, you gotta jump by her. Okay.
That's not very naughty.
You want to see how our other food's cooking? Look, it's cooking under the dirt.
No, I can't see it.
There's food under the dirt.
But I can't find it.
Yeah, because it's under the dirt. Is that cool? Is that cool, cooking food under the dirt?
They nicely on
You can't sleep on the thing.
Why?
Look, there's a bug on you.
I should do.
Get inside before it gets on you.
Ah,
Do
ah.
you want your tablet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll check in with you soon. Bye now. Bye for now. Kia ora whānau. So here's our kai. We got most of the nice charcoal cooked meat. We peeled it off there. I'll chuck this back outside tomorrow. Oh no, we're going to cook it up in here. There's our stuffing and potatoes. We'll give that a little bit more of an extra cook. And the meat that is cooked, we've chucked in here. Kingston, do you feel like noodles too?
That's right.
See, my son's eating healthy. Come over here, say hi to Whānau. You can have a look at the car. There's some bread and thing. Try that with some knife and fork. Are you ready to cook it in? Hold it properly. I'll get a sharp knife.
Hi, Mom. My right hurts.
Wow.
I need to wet my breath.
Yeah. Neat. Is it nice? I'll just cut it here. And my son trying the meats. Try the stuffing some. Mm-mm-mm. Can you taste your multigrain in here? And then too, so at least it's nice fresh fruit in there. What do you reckon? How was the gym? Did you go to gym today? Did you see the kittens?
Yeah, I seen it. You see when I go home. Took a picture of them.
Me. Wait. If I make this. Yeah. And let me know when you're done, son. Just put and say goodbye to the family, okay? And let them know what you've been up to today. Had a quick day back at the school. How was school?
Not bad.
Kia ora whānau. So while Kingston eats his kai, I'm gonna, my daughter's got Kendi. Little Kendi is back up and running. So I've got the kai back on. We've got some noodles here for the kids if they want to take some to school. Because I haven't got their pre-made meals set up yet. I'm just going to give my baby so I got these eco sandwich bags, finally, which you know, obviously good for the planet. I think I've still got some cold rice in there. If I have, I've got some sushi wraps over there, which you get out, make some sushi for my baby. She doesn't even mind just the rice in it, I know. So, but we got some meat here. Just gonna give her 5 biscuits. And they have that little piece there. And they have it there. Yeah, I'm right over here on this end. Look at just fried biscuits. Mania's biscuits. So normally if I do their snacks like this one, so if you're also, up here. So if you're also a mum on a budget like myself, you know, because I got one baby now going to school. She also has Kendi on Thursday. It's the 2nd today of the 10th, 23. And these are just coconut biscuits. So I'll just add a few more of these, and then they just go up in my Ujo whānau. And then they get put in their paper bags. You can get snap lock bags of those. I just have the bread ones on hand at the moment, so those are what I'm using. So this will go in a glad bag in my room. And this, so this is what my chickens have built up for them for tomorrow. I haven't got any lentils in that, so I've got to go and shoot down and get that tomorrow. Once I drop off the baby. And because it's not an overnight soak, I'll soak it in hot water, you know, to help with the expanding process. And then I'll get that out for the chickens for their afternoon feed, but they have bread in here and whatnot. Eggshells, their eggshells and that to give back to them. I've got some meat in here. So also again I have some of these biscuits, whānau. These ones cost like 90 cents. And they're great in a cup of tea, so they're the biscuits I like to eat as well. With a cup of tea, dunk them in my cup of tea. And Manaya also likes dunking them in her cup of tea. So yeah, she can have a sugar rush, she that can do, so that's cool. Get rid of the sugar high there. And there we go from it. I got left over here too. I'll leave these in. Grab one of these on, so they all just stored up on my microwave panel. And these are my vanilla creams. And both these biscuits, whānau, if you like coconut, are from Aldi. I think the coconut ones are like $2 and the cream ones they just 90 cents. So I'll see what else I got for my baby for her lunch. So my daughter likes a bit of garlic bread on it. So I'm going to quickly fry her up some garlic bread for her candy. We're down here now, buddy. See these pieces here, most people will chuck away. I was going to keep that, but actually my chickens need that, so that's going in for my chicken. Actually, chickens like soaked bread, soaked in water, so I'll soak that baby, so by the time, this is good to give chickens when they're sick too, so if my chickens are sick, they'll be alright. speaking of chickens, wood ash is also good for chickens, finally. I don't know what one of my kids put it in the fridge finally, but yeah. There we go. Oh. So just got one of these. So a quick way to make a garlic bread. Just gotta add that. It came from the charcoal outside, but they said that would give it a smoky flavour. Where's the minced garlic? A little bit of oil. Looking around for it, found out it was right there in front of me. So here we go. Add a lot of garlic in there. You know. Now. Now I'm just gonna mix this garlic in. My kids love garlic bread too. Those other ones in there were my teens when they were babies, finally. So this is how I used to make it on a budget when we lived in New Zealand. So we live in Melbourne now. We came over when my big girl was 12. Well, we came back. Right there you have it. So, because we've still got things in the oven right now, so I thought it'd be a good time to get this bread on. Because my baby loves the garlic bread. When we, have a pizza, she'll just go for the garlic bread. Oh. No, really? Bit of a mess. Oh, there you go. There's a nice lather in there. That's what you want. You've got a good lather up against each layer. I like a gap out homemade garlic bread bunny is you can add as much garlic It's much better. As y'all please. I've noticed some that just don't have enough butter. And this may be margarine, but it tastes good. Good, good, good. You know, if you're looking for an alternative, use the margarine and the homemade garlic bread. Save your butter for your rewana bread. I also want to learn to make steamed pudding whānau so I can add it in little tins and add it to my hangi. Cook it underground. Have days where I just do steamed pudding, you know, in my hangi contraption. Some days where I just do meats for the week, you know, not just for hangi. On a special occasion, you know, I want to be using this regularly. Even if I have to cook all the steamed bread or the steamed pudding, you know, in the little breads, in the baking tins, you know, make those underground, some bread, because, you know, they cook for a long time. Good way to save money, cook it outdoors. And I'm always outdoors gardening, so nothing more rewarding as having a nice meal that you can smell, cooking the whole entire time. You know, it just helps with the appetite for those that, you know, find it hard to eat. I'm a picky eater and a little eater. So when I smell this food cooking, it just, by the time it's cooked, you want to eat. And then even if you don't, you know, it's always good to have leftover cold meats. You add it in soup, you know. Tray all of that down the middle, why? Because I can. So we buy these soups, honey. This is our favourite. So you know we've got some lamb roast in the oven over there cooking. So we can use slices of meat. Have a pho in that tomorrow. So here's our garlic butter. When these are cooked, I'll do like give Manaya 3 of these for Kindy to go with her biscuits. Yeah, baby. Here's some leftover fish and chips, so that paper will go into the compost and that will go to the chickens. That needs a little soak. Just looking for something for this to go on. There we go, we've got a baking tray. Perfect size for our garlic bread. I don't want to overheat that whānau, so that'll just hide under that. Looks like we need a little bit more butter and there we go, fine. So longer. So there, whānau, there's all my stuffing on top of my potato. You know, and there's our cabbage that was smoked outside. Even if we don't eat the outside leaves, we'll probably eat right on the inside. And I just want that flavour of the cabbage going through our Actually, that is not even good for the chickens to eat. So that'll go straight in the bin, whānau. What am I doing? Adding some butter. See, I'm rubbing that butter on that smokiness, whānau. I want that smokiness flavour on that cabbage to ooze through. So down here I've got potatoes, so they need a little bit more butter. Just try to clean it out now, whānau. You always wonder why kiwis are big. Well, you know, built like brick houses. This is why. You know, but as fast as we eat this kind of food, you know, we burn this food just right off. So pretty much, it's just fuel. Just fuel. And with everything I need going on in the garden, you know, I need some fuel. Some good fuel at that. So there we have it, whānau. Finish it up in the oven. So I'll finish the garlic bread and that'll be my daughter's lunch. I think I've got some mandarins in there. Not that she'll eat them, but I'll chuck those in there. She also gets free fruit at kindy, so that's why I don't really worry about buying fruit. You know, if this kindy's going to supply it, they don't got to tell me twice. I'm cool with that. Well, that's us for now, whānau. Poor Maddie. Check you out on the next video tomorrow. And if you like this video, whānau, please like, subscribe, and comment and let me know what you think. Bye for now.